Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, I'm back on my live streams and with a new short series of live streams. And each of the episodes will be dedicated to one of the topics. So today, as promised, I would love to share with you some new knowledge that I gathered from my recent certification and becoming a neurointegration trainer. So today we're going to be talking about busy brains, why it happens, how it's related to travel, and also what you can do about that if you seen something similar in your daily routine. And also, as promised, I will be sharing with you one of the secrets that it's easy to do. You can do this on daily basis, and it definitely will help you with a busy brain if you have that sometimes. So, what is the busy brain? The term itself, and I'm sure that probably many of you already felt it. Maybe you have it more often than you want to have it, but it's totally fine. It's okay. That can happen because I'm sure that you know that our brains take a lot of energy for the mental power and also for body regulations, different system, different organs. So brain overall takes over 20% of total energy that we observe with food, with water, air, etc. So what is busy brain and how it actually happens? So busy brain, that's the state, mental state, and also it can reflect on your physical state as well when you have a lot of thoughts, and also it can be caused by continuous stress or chronic stress as well, which means that your body is actually going under these stress reactions more than it can take at one time. And also with the busy brain, it's not only when you have too many thoughts, but also main elements that shows that you have a busy brain, that you cannot focus for a long time, or you have difficulties focusing on one task. So basically, you jumping from one task to another. Often, I can see that some of the clients, they even can flip over different like social media, right? So you like Instagram, but then you switching over like to TikToks or like YouTube, etc. The same with like when you work in the office and you constantly pressing on your inbox button just to see if you got new emails. So that's actually uh, um, showing up that you have a busy brain state at this moment. And also, it often happens that you may have insomnia or um, hard hard times to actually fall asleep, even like if you feel that you're sleepy, you're ready to go to the bed, but you cannot fall asleep, so you can just like lay down or like watch videos, etc., which means that your brain cannot actually stop for a moment. It continue oops, sorry, it continues processing all the thoughts and all the experiences that happen with you during this day. And another symptom that I would say, like, I don't like word symptom, but something that you can observe, it's anxiety. So anxiety can be actually, you can feel it physically on your body when your heartbeat start like moving fast, or it's hard for you to breathe even, or take a deep breath. So those different signals showing up that probably right now you having a busy brain. But so like what it is, right? How we connect that like to travel and like to overall our daily life. So to me personally, I see that, like we hear often about like productivity, and we see a lot of like motivational speakers, etc. So they always teach us like, okay, jump higher, run faster, you can do that, and like put like more tasks on your to-do list and just achieve like bigger goals, bolder dreams, etc. But not all of them actually talk how you can do that. And also, if you live under a lot of stress, and I would say that probably like 90% of people live on a constant stress on the daily lives, it's very important to have your own hygiene for your brain. So not only for your body, but also for your brain. So then you won't like overheat your brain with everything that's coming into it every day. So lesson learned, I just like recently over this weekend overheated my laptop, and I was sharing this in the stories because I was putting too much stress on it, too much pressure with like video editing, etc. And its capacity couldn't actually handle it. So this is similar with our brain. So it has naturally um, a certain systems where it preserves your stable state, which means that the state where your organs and your system can function properly, so then your body survive in the world. So when we live under too much stress, or where our nervous system cannot handle this stress anymore, so basically you overburn yourself, right? Or this is like an often, like burnouts for like office workers. So in this state, your brain basically retransition the power among different parts, and your prefrontal cortex, which is the part of the brain which sits here in your forehead, this is like one of the largest areas on your brain, and it actually leads your focus. So its one of the main functions of this area is actually keeping your focus. So once again, with a busy brain, too much stress, and no hygiene for the mental health, for your brain function, what happens? You cannot focus, or you can focus just a little bit, but not for a long time. So, and then this is like where frustration coming up front, and this is where we start procrastinate, etc. So, why does this happen? Like, if we'll just dive deeper into biology and chemistry and anatomy itself, what happens? This extra stress, it actually triggers neuro inflammation, which means that basically on your cellular levels, you are going under the inflammation, and your brain cannot like rejuvenate. It cannot um, observe all this like stress and pressure, and that's why it starts basically saving energy that it has for something that priority for brain, for your body function. So how it's related to travel? Well, I had been in travel business for 15 years, and I planned travel and different trips with the different clients, with the different goals that they want to achieve during these trips every day. So I see, like different type of clients, they're looking for different trips. So for example, some of the clients, they want to go on adventure, let's say like safari to Africa, or if we have like, I don't know, like more extreme inquiry, that can be like tracking, once again, in Tanzania, or you would like to climb Kilimanjaro, etc. So those kind of trips where you searching for adventure, new travel experience, etc., that's actually stimulate your brain, right? So what means that you will be getting more dopamine from this travel. travel experiences. But also when you feel, oh my God, like I cannot do anything, I feel like super tired, or often I see that with the honeymoon couples planning the honeymoons because they had wedding and the wedding planning, and it took so much time and energy, not only money. So they actually exhausted after this huge life event that they had. So this is like where it happened that they cannot sometimes make a decision, right? Like which trip to take or which destination to go to, because just they exhausted physically but also mentally. So, and this is like how it's related to travel. And I just don't want to jump into like travel right now because we concentrated on busy brain topic and one secret that I wanted to share with you. So, but I wanted to show you that doesn't matter what you do, like in your life, it can be even related to your vacation desire or your bucket list, etc. So that's why, based on what I have heard from the clients, I can recommend different location, different destination, different type of travel experiences based on what I have heard and based on what the clients actually want to achieve for this trip. Because sometimes when you feel physically exhausted, but overall your travel style is active, it doesn't mean that you need to go to another mountain and conquer it. Maybe this time it's better for your body and for your brain just to go somewhere where you can actually relax and get your energy back. So with the busy brains, what we can do on a daily basis, I often recommend my clients to take a vacation every day, not once a year, not once in a quarter. I don't know like how often you travel, but share in the comments how often do you travel usually during the year. But you can do this little tiny vacation every day, and that's going to be so beneficial for your wellness, well-being, and also for your busy brain. So it's very simple practice, and you can easily do that. Doesn't matter where you are at the office. Um, well, probably not when you're like walking or like shopping or if you're driving. So that's not going to be a good idea. But if you are in the office or if you're working remotely, doesn't matter. So you have to be somewhere which is a comfortable environment for you. So what you can do, and I'm sure that you have heard like people say, oh, you have to start like meditate, etc. So yes, I have been like meditating for over like 5 years already, but it's not an easy task, and it's not an easy routine that you can do every day or even like learn it in a proper way. Then it will be beneficial for you and your busy brain. So that's why I want to share with you this simple, very little secret that I have, and I see that it helps my clients, it helps me when I don't have time to do like a full meditation. So what you can do, you can just concentrate, and here's like two options that you can do. You can do this with the closed eyes if it's comfortable for you, or if it sounds like it's not comfortable, that's okay. You can keep your eyes open, but if you're doing this with the open eyes, just try to look at the window. So if you are in a room or in the office, just take a break and maybe like walk either outside if you have this opportunity, or to the window, so then you will have natural light. And also it's going to be great if you have some like plants. If you home but you do have a plant, perfect, just stare at the plant, that's totally fine. If you're going to be doing this like with the closed eyes, fantastic. So our goal here is to focus on breathing. So it's going to be deep inhale, deep exhale, and then you just like breathing comfortably, but try to breathe deeply, not like shallow breathing. Try to breathe it through your lungs right into your stomach. So then your stomach will become like a little bubble, and then the same, breathe out from stomach up to your lungs, and then through your mouth or nose, doesn't matter. So it's not like a yoga practice here. And we're gonna do that for 30 seconds. That's going to be perfect. 30 seconds. If you can do this a minute, fantastic. If you can do this 2 minutes a day, that's going to be just, you're going to be a rock star for me. But right now, we'll just do this for 30 minutes and then share in the comments how you will feel after that. While you're going to be breathing, what you can do in your thoughts, because with the busy brains, once again, you're going to be having like a lot of thoughts coming in, coming out, checking email, like I have to make a call here and there, etc. Totally fine. I want to ask you, just try to concentrate and picture a place where you want to be right now. It can be on a beach, by the water, by the ocean. You can be in a kayak. You can be up in the mountains. You can walk in the forest. Doesn't matter. But what matters, this place should bring you joy. So you truly should enjoy being in this place, right? For this like 2 minutes. So this is the vacation for your brain. So let's try to do that for 30 seconds. I will close my eyes right now. So join me. If you want to keep your eyes open, totally fine. So we start breathing. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Once again, inhale. And exhale. And keep breathing. And just picture yourself in your favorite place. It can be by the water, or the ocean. Maybe that's the forest. Just breathe in and breathe out. And when you're ready, just open your eyes, or if you had been keeping your eyes open, totally great. Just share in the comments how you feel right now. So what this technique does, it actually helps your brain to shut down all the stimuli that you may have in your environment. So it can be social media, your cell phone, radio, TV, etc. So by actually shutting down all this extra stimuli, you allowing your brain to slow down a little bit, take a break, and you give your brain every day this well-deserved vacation, just the ability to heal itself and release this extra stress. So I hope you're going to be practicing this little routine. Once again, you can start from 30 seconds, but you shouldn't go like over even like 2 minutes. So if you have a minute, 2 minutes, that's going to be perfect. If you can do this for like 5 minutes, that's going to be great. But once again, at least a minute or 2 minutes a day. You can take these little breaks during your work hours, and it definitely will help with your busy brain. So thank you so much for joining me for this live session. I'll see you on my next session. Let's talk about. And I would appreciate if you can share any comments or questions that you may have still. And also, if you're going to be practicing, please share your feedback on this practice. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.